Hi, I'm Nevin, one of the co-founders of Reserve. This video introduces Reserve overall. We're going to tell you about the main problems with money that we're trying to solve, how we're trying to solve them, the progress we've made so far, and how you can use what we've already built and help us build what's next. It's longer than a normal intro video because we want you to really get it. If you already kind of know what Reserve is basically doing but don't understand why or how we're doing it, this video will get you to the next level. Reserve is basically a new approach to currency. If it were to fully succeed, it would be used by the majority of people in the world. Like every person, business, bank, and government would be able to make every payment, fill every savings account, and make every loan using this new approach to money. And it's meant for everybody. And it's meant for everybody because we all have the same problem, which is inflation. The prices go up for almost everybody in almost every country. This happens every year, every decade, every century. The prices just keep going up. And sometimes it happens slowly, sometimes it happens alarmingly fast, and sometimes, like right now in many places, the prices go up medium fast, which is uncomfortable. Why? Why do the prices always go up? The prices always go up because we always print money. Or more specifically, we always print money faster than our economies can handle it. Can you actually create a currency that doesn't inflate, that doesn't have this problem of price inflation? And we think that the answer is maybe yes. Here's why. So the thing is, in a sense, wealthy people have already solved this problem. What I mean by that is that wealthy people don't keep their money in currency. They know that even the US dollar is losing value all the time. And so they keep their money in very diversified baskets of assets, like stocks, bonds, gold, and real estate. And they only convert enough money into their local currencies to cover short-term expenses or to carry out transactions. So someone might sell some stock for US dollars to go buy a house, for example. What we basically propose is to take the same assets that wealthy people already use to protect their wealth and aggregate those assets all together and then make a currency directly out of them. Like an asset-backed currency, a currency that is backed by that diversified basket of assets directly, one-to-one. This way, you can just store your wealth just like wealthy people already do, using that currency backed by a basket of assets. And you can also go right ahead and spend portions of that wealth directly because the currency is just a token. And you don't need to ever trade out into any local fiat currency. An asset-backed currency built on the Reserve protocol is called an R token, and it runs on smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain. Anybody can mint an R token, which is a little bit wild. It's unlike a fiat currency where only the central bank can sort of control the creation of money. And to take that even further, you don't even need to interact with any person or business to mint one. It's all a permissionless thing that you can just do on the blockchain. But there is a catch. There's a reason why this is okay, which is that to mint an R token, you have to deposit the entire basket of assets that backs it one-to-one. And so that means that every R token that gets minted is backed by the appropriate basket of assets. And it also means that nobody can just create them for free. Likewise, anybody can redeem R tokens for the assets in their baskets. And you can do that 24/7 with no permission, just by sending a transaction to the smart contract. R tokens also have some other fancy features, like a layer of insurance in case any of the collateral assets encounters a technical problem, and also rules for how their baskets and other parameters can be updated. But those are pretty complicated, so I'm not going to go into it now. You can check out some of our longer videos and written documentation if you want to go deeper and understand that. We ultimately envision these currencies being backed by highly diverse baskets of tokenized assets. Again, just like how wealthy people today already diversify their holdings. Not many financial assets are tokenized yet, but we think that they will be. For example, stocks, bonds, real estate. Gold, interestingly, already is by two different custodians. So that's one example of the sort of tokenization we're talking about. A funny thing about the Reserve protocol is that the team that invented it and that has developed it has never created a currency with it. And we don't intend to. And the thing is, we don't need to, because anybody can do that. And the whole point is to allow anyone and everybody to try their hand at doing so. So just like how you can go deploy a smart contract on Ethereum, or you can deploy a new trading pair on Uniswap, and in those cases you don't need anybody's permission, nobody even has to know that it's you doing it, you can also go and deploy a new currency on Reserve without our permission. And also, you can get paid to do that, because currencies on Reserve can generate revenue. And as the creator, you can choose to take a cut if you want to. As a side note, we did create RSV, which isn't truly an R token. It's kind of a proto-R token. But also we expect RSV to be overtaken by fully featured R tokens now that the protocol is live. Since not a lot has been tokenized yet, early R tokens will look really different from how we think R tokens will look 10 years from now. Today, you can mix and match anything in DeFi, and that can get pretty interesting, but it will usually still leave you depending on the US dollar at the end of the day, because most of what's interesting in DeFi is interesting derivatives on top of US dollar stablecoins. That's why the tokenization of everything else is so important to the Reserve project in the long term.